Hello, basketball fans, and welcome to tonight's contest between the Lake Crystal Welcome Memorial Knights and the Bulldogs of Janesville, Waldorf, Pemberton. Tonight's NFHS broadcast is brought to you by Wheelock Electric, residential, farm, commercial, licensed, bonded, and insured. 507-234-2288. Once again, that's Wheelock Electric. We are here at the Doghouse, a pep-filled environment. We got the pep band making their debut tonight. We'll get them on the screen for you here. All right, I'll do a zoom in as best I can so you can see what we're seeing here. Led by, of course, Becky Strobel. There we go. They're doing a fine job as the players warm up on the court. While the band is playing, we will go to tonight's anticipated starters. First, for the visiting Lake Crystal Welcome Memorial Knights. Number 2, the 5'10" junior, Blade Fredericks. Number 4, the 6'4" junior, Brady Isabrand. Number 5, the 5'11" senior, Noah Lance. Number 12, the 5'10" senior, Lane Hemish. And number 23, the 5'11" senior, Nick Saucier. And that was the correct pronunciation. I had it confirmed before we went on the air. For the Bulldogs, number 1, Josh Janicki, the 5'11" junior. Number 5, Alex Chulstad, the 6'3" junior. Number 10, Brandon Sack, the 5'9" senior. Number 12, Andrew King, the 6'3" junior. And number 14, Walker Miller, the 5'11" senior. And it is a packed house, to say the least. I don't know if there's any seats available in the visitor section for our guests from the Lake Crystal area. A pretty good crowd here tonight. The girls are not in action, so there's no split. I'm not sure if the wrestlers are in action right now, but I know there's no split with the basketball fans. So we'll pan the crowd quickly. So we got a pretty good crowd here, and if I pan it on our side, it would be full. I don't know if there's another seat available with the visitor section. And we'll get a shot of this. This is how they're finishing their warm-up. Can they keep it going? How long? I don't know. There it is. There, whoa, and they finish on a high note. Good job. We're about a few minutes away from tip-off. Our national anthem tonight will be played by the Janesville Waldorf Pemberton Pep Band. This is our first home game since the 21st of December. And that tough loss against Medford. Bulldogs certainly looking to redeem themselves tonight. Both teams coming into tonight's contest 2-8. Not for long. One's going to 3-8, one's going to 2-9. Who will it be? We'll find out in the next, I'd say an hour and a half or so. JWP school song being played in the background. All right, a gentleman next to me was singing the national anthem, and I didn't want to leave him as the only one singing, so I joined him. So if your cat shrieked in your house, I apologize, but By the way, your cat would have shrieked because of me, not him. He was a good singer. They have somebody coming.
And now this starting line for very own Lowell. Starting first at guard, Junior. Number 1, Double J, Josh Bennett. At forward, 6'3" junior. Number 5, Alex Schulstead. At guard, 5'9" senior. Number 10, Brendan Sack. At forward, 6'3" junior. Number 12, Andrew King. And at guard, 5'11" senior. Number 14, Walker Butler. The Bulldogs are associated by Trent, assisted by JWP.
All right, here we go. Let me just get the scoreboard ready and we're all set. I'll try to keep up on the timer as much as possible.
Let's get it on.
Here we are. Schulstead and Isobrand with the tip. It's up long and it goes to Fredericks. The Knights starting it out. Saucier with dribbling around back to Saucier, number 23. Walker Miller getting the start tonight for the Bulldogs. Three-pointer, and it's off. And it's stolen away from King, but Walker Miller gets the board heading the other way. Stole right away. Both teams coming off sloppy, and what do you know? No, it's not stolen away, is it? No, Knights basketball. That's Lance with the ball. Over to Hemish. Back to Saucier to Hemish. That's a three-pointer. It's up. Clangs off the back iron. Hemish getting it. Two minutes into this one. No score yet. Saucier to the ball. Thought about it. Passes it up back to Saucier. And those are the game's first 2 points by Isobrand, 2-0 Knights. And it looks like, yeah, Sack stepped over the line. It's going to go back to the Knights. Gets it in. There's the steal. Miller heading the other way. Floater layup is up and in. 2-2 our score. The Knights heading the other way. Stolen away by Miller. Up and in for two. So a fast-paced start by both squads, even though the scoring might not be high, but knocked to the ground. Baseline drive, 3-on-1, puts it up anyway. It's up and in. Tied up at 4. Janicki the ball. Man-to-man defense being used by the Knights. Baseline pass, maybe a little bit forced to Sack, but there's a foul. Yeah, it is on the Knights. No, it's not a foul, I'm sorry. Thought it was because there was some contact, but it was hit out of bounds. It's going to stay with the Bulldogs. into Chelstad. Over to Janicki. Janicki sack for three. It rims out. Rebound. Oh, it was going to be rebounded by King. Stolen away, though, by Hamish. Heading the other way. Oh, he wasn't expecting that one. Hamish the ball. Floater shot is up and in for two. And it's the Knights with the 2-point lead. One-handed pass over to Miller. Back to Janicki. Drive, nice pass to Miller. Blocked by Fredericks. The Knights going the other way. Outlet pass. Foul. Basket. No good. He'll head to the line for 2 shots. Foul was on Chelstad. That's his first, team first. First foul of the game by either squad. Free throws up. It rattles out. He'll get a second one. Hoping to make up for it. Plops in. 7-4 the score early in the first half into Janicki. Thinking about what to do. Gets it over to King. King waiting for the handoff. Hands it off back to Janicki. It's thumbs down. We'll see what that means. He's waiting for someone to come up. Screens up. Walled off by the defender. And King hits the deck. I don't know if we got that. I think we did. King puts it up. No good. Knights the rebound. Oh, and it's charging. And King gets the last laugh on that with Lance. Gets it into Miller. Chelstad, fake pass, gets it to Janicki, was deflected though. And what's the call? It's going to be a foul on foul is on Fredericks, that's his first, team second. Gets it into Janicki, Janicki fakes, between the legs dribble out to Sack. Sack at the top of the key, gets it over to, that's Miller. Nice put in by Janicki. 7-6. Whoa, and it falls off the lip of the rim. Oh, it's off. And so I think we got fresh 5 coming in for the Bulldogs here. They only have 6 subs on the bench tonight. No contact. It's a foul. Foul's going to be on Saucier. First free throw's up and in. That's the 3rd tie we've had of the game, tied at 7. Burley waiting to go in for the shooter. If there's a make, there is not a make. He'll have to wait a little longer. Inside drive, draws the foul, heading to the line for the 3-point play. Foul is on Brandon Sack. That's his first. Free throws up. Off the backboard and out. Heading the other way are the Bulldogs. That's Sack. Jeremiah Sack. Eustace has entered the contest. There's Sack over to Eustace. Nice spin move. Nice shot. Wow, that was beautiful. Went in with the spin move and then lays it up with the left hand. Zone defense being used by the Bulldogs. Three-pointer. It's off. Rebound Eustace over to Gannon. Gannon, of course, the 1,000-yard rusher for our football team. He's fearless down there. He's usually set up in the post even though he's sub 6 feet. I don't even know if he's over 5'10". I think he's listed at 5'9". He might be 5'9", but he's the toughest guy on the team. If he's not the toughest, he's one of the toughest. Passed it into Sack. Sack puts it up, rattles out, rebound, Quast. It's off. Hemish over to Richards. Got some new names in for the Knights. I'll get familiar with them in just a little bit. That's Fredericks. He was a starter. Over to Lance. Lance, errant pass. However, the Knights control the possession. Floater is way off. Rebounded by Quast. Sorry, it's 9-9, not 10-9. I fixed that on the screen for you. So we're tied up again for the fourth time. No team able to take advantage of the other team and get in the lead. In the Quast. It's off. Long rebound. Probably maybe should have let that one go if you were the Knights player. That one was heading out of bounds. It would have been their ball. Gannon, the spin. Oh, he saw Eustace do it, so then he did it himself. Spin move. Left-handed layoff off the glass for two. Stolen away by Sack. He puts it up and in for two. Timeout is called. And we're going to leave it here for this first timeout. They're recording it. Yep. All right. Just so you folks know, on the 12th, that would be, let's see. Today's the 7th, so Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Tuesday night, Water Valley Legion Morristown coming into town to face the Bulldogs of JWP. 7:30 tip time. Hey, it's a packed house tonight, but we have room for you. There's even some front row seats available still. Get in on the action. January the 12th, 7:30 tip time. Our rival, Water Valley Legion Morristown, coming to town. You know that's going to be a hot ticket. I'd get here early. I'm sure JV Action and C Squad will precede it, or excuse me, come before it. And we're back out of the timeout. Just gonna fix the screen here. I apologize, folks. One moment. And we're back. Tried to force it down low to Scott, but they got a foul out of it. Let's see what the call is. Passes it in, thought about it. Three-pointer is up. Falls out. Rebounded by Sack. Sack heading the other way. Nice behind the door pass to Burley. Gannon the pass to Eustace, and he draws the contact. I don't think he had any intention of actually making that shot, but he drew the foul nonetheless. Foul was on number 12, Lane Hennish. That's his first team fourth. Eustace at the line. First free throw's up. Clangs off the front iron. Subs coming in for the Knights. Isebrand and Saucier. In favor of Fredericks and Lance. The two starters get a breather. Second free throw is up. He makes it this time. Recovers from that first miss. 14-9 the score. About 9.5 left in the first half. Long two, a little bit of a force shot there. You could tell he pushed it. Fresh five coming in for the Bulldogs next. Substitution, you can see the top of their heads on your screen right now. Floater shot, rattles in. It looked like it was going to go long, but it fell to the bottom of the cup. For Hennish. Burley the ball. Nice pass to Quast. Quast couldn't finish on the other end. And Eustace got the rebound while it looked like he was jumping on Gannon down there. First free throw is up by Eustace. Langs in. Everyone obviously but the shooter, Eustace, stays on the court for the Bulldogs. Free throw up. And it's also in. 2 for 2 at the line. Now he will be substituted for by Walker Miller. Walker Miller came out, scored the first 4 points of the contest for the Bulldogs. Had a couple steals along the way. Saucier over to Hennish. Back to Saucier. Hennish gets it down low, but Saucier gets the deflection. Hennish for three. It's in. And now we're down to a one-possession ball game. 16-14 is our score. Walker Miller with the ball. Top of the key. Picks up his dribble. Oh, no. Double dribble. He must have forgot that he picked up his dribble. And now we're heading the other way. Richard is heading to the bench. He gets high fives along the way. Saucier over to Hennish. That's Isebrand. And there's a bump. And the call, it's another charging foul. And that's the second one King has drawn so far in this game. Coaches love to see that. Oh, boy. And King was knocked to the floor again, and he drew another foul. And that foul is on Isebrand as well, and that's his third foul. He's heading out. Isebrand, the tallest member of this Knights ball club at 6'4". And King's going to have to shake the cobwebs off and go to the line now. It's off. That's Fredericks with the ball, setting it up back to Lance. Over to Hennish. He hit a three on his last shot. They're setting it up slow and steady. Over to Hennish. Good defense by the Bulldogs. Back to Hennish. Oh, I thought he might have dragged his foot there. It was close. Fredericks there in the... Boy, killing a lot of clock here, if anything. Little over 7 to go in this first half. Great defense down low. The hook, and hey, it was worth the wait. Can't deny that, it ties it up. That put-in was by Shane Ellenson, the 6'3" senior. And now he's heading to the line for the old-fashioned three-point play. Sack enters the contest in favor of Miller. Falls out. Oh. Boy, King's had some, it's like a magnet to his back, and the other side of the magnet's on the hardwood right now. And Cholstead is fouled on the way up. That's the 8th foul by the Knights. They have doubled the fouls, the amount of fouls by the Bulldogs. Foul was on Saucier, that's his second. Game's been tied up 5 times so far. Cholstead looking to break that tie right now with his free throw. Hoping for a better result than his first showing. Free throw's up. It's in. Gives the Bulldogs the 1-point lead. Bulldogs, they constantly get in new players. Allenson, oh, bumbles and falls. Sack the baseline drive to Cholstead. Oh, I thought he walked, not called. Oh, and that time you gotta call it. And the coach of the Knights, David Eichler, saying, why does he have to travel twice for it to be called? Right, oh, it's stolen away by Gannon. Nice deflection by Burley. Gannon heading the other way. Over to Quast. And that's Miller. Back door, Burley, nice layup. These Bulldogs have been attacking that side of the hoop frequently with their lay-ins. They've all looked good. Three-pointer, it's off, and Quast hits the deck. Oh, and we got a Knight player hurt. Oh, he's limping he's heading the other way. I can't catch the number on him is Hayden Scott, number 15. He's got the blonde hair, the very blonde hair. There he has the ball right now. I wonder if they'll sub him out. He took a tough fall, and he was grimacing in pain while he was down there. There he is for three. Yeah, that shot looked a little awkward, possibly due to the fall. I'm not sure. He was limping down the court. So maybe he can't put weight on the foot. I'm not sure. And then Burley drives right by him and puts it in. So yeah, I think they got to get him out. I didn't make that one either. Guy takes a bad fall and then he gets the next two shots. That's not very common. And tried to say that he stepped on the line. I wouldn't be surprised if they get, yeah, they got him on. They're getting him out of there. So he's going to take a seat, get his equilibrium back to him, and he'll come back out. Thumbs down, says Miller. We'll see. Thumbs down for whom? Miller the drive. Eustace couldn't handle it, but it deflected off the foot of Frederick, so it'll stay Bulldog basketball. Oh, I'm sorry, folks. I haven't started the clock in a while. We're at 4:08 to go. I'll hide that for right now, and we'll get it in the second half. 4:08 to go. I'll keep you abreast of the time as it ticks. Lance calling the shots. Some of these Knights fans are getting a little antsy right now. Of course, my booth is right next to the away fans section, so you probably hear them on your at home on the monitors. Turnover going to the Bulldogs. All right, let's try this clock again. Maybe we won't wait till the second half. Well, it's not going. Well, we'll get it later. Avoids the trap around the baseline. You know, that baseline's like a third defender when you get double teamed. And it's out. Janicki, the baseline drive, the layup. That one didn't look too bad, but he couldn't finish. However, he gets the board and puts it right back up, so it really doesn't matter. He just gave himself an offensive rebound, a hustle play, and 2 points. That's Lance. Oh, the floater pass. Almost gets away from Fredericks there, but he's able to maintain it. It's good to see our student section full tonight. More and more have trickled in as the first half has progressed. You can probably see them in the background of your screen. Lance looking for someone to pass to. He's not afraid to shoot that as Henish. He passes up this time, Hemish. Big rebound by Cholstead. Out to Sack. To Janicki. Sack the drive. Oh, and a lot of the Knights calling for a travel. I thought I might have saw some too, but doesn't matter. Nice reverse layup there by the Bulldogs. A little less than 2 minutes to go in the first half. The double team passes it out. Number 3, Cloyd, has entered the contest for the first time. Over to Fredericks. That's Hemish. Oh my, what a beautiful layup there by Lance. Goes under the outstretched arms of King and puts it in. Janicki thought about it. He was going to set it up. I'm sorry, I didn't count that last one. 25-20 is our score. Bulldogs with the 5-point lead. Not anymore. It's now a 7-point lead with another nice layup by Janicki. And it's Sack tips it out. Timeout is called by the Knights, and we're at 1:02 to go. We'll go to our local sponsors. Don't go anywhere. We will be right back. And we are back with 1:02 to go in this first half. Cloyd inbounding right in front of us. That's Fredericks with the ball. Off the shoe. And it will go back to Lance. Lance will inbound. Back to Lance, 44 seconds to go. They might be waiting for the last shot of the half, I don't know. Reach-in foul by Sack. All right. 32 seconds. The Knights don't appear to be in any rush to get to force anything. Looks like our pep band will be playing at half as well. Allenson thought about it, passes it up, three-pointer, it's off. And who's it out on? It's going to stay with the Knights with 17 seconds to go. Three-pointer was off by Fredericks. The Knights have been taking a lot of three-pointers in this first half. Unfortunately, I think they've only made one or two. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, no. And that is a half. One half in the books, folks, and our score at halftime. The Bulldogs, 27. The Knights, 20. It's a good opportunity to go to the fridge, go to the bathroom, whatever you need to do. We're going to go to our local sponsors for about 8 minutes or so. We'll see you in about 8 minutes. Lance, Scott, Hemish, Saucier, and Fredericks as their 5. And the Bulldogs will revert back to their starting 5. So the only difference is Scott is in favor of Isobrand, probably because Isobrand had 3 fouls at the end of the first half. And here we go, second half action underway. Walker Miller with the ball. The pep band is cleared out. The fake by Sack. Back to Janicki. Oh, he switched his hand on the way up. That was another nice layup by Janicki. He's been great with those. Gets it in. Oh, yeah, that's going to be a foul. He did hit the arm. King, I think, asked the referee. He's trying to show that he didn't hit the arm, but I think he knew deep down that he did. Because you could see that up here at the booth. That he went for the ball, but got some hand on the way up, and that's going to be 2 shots for Hemish. Hemish's first shot is up, rattles out. The 6th grade boys performed at halftime. I know we were playing the advertisements. I had a few things going on at halftime I had to get to, otherwise we would have shown that. And it's, oh, there's a scrum for it. The Knights come away with it. To Scott. Three-pointer, it's off the front iron. Janicki to Sack. Oh, he gets the foul. I thought he initiated the contact there, did Sack, but obviously Scott must have swatted down slightly, and that's what drew the foul. The ref was right there and in good position. First free throw is up. It is in. And now we are to, for the first time in this contest, double digits. Multiples of 10, 20 to 30 in favor of the Bulldogs. Second free throw's up and in. Good free throw shooting by Sack, that appearance. Scott passes it. You know, I think these Knights think they need a bunch of threes to get back into it. That's not necessarily the case. Swatted away by Miller. Miller going all by himself over to Janicki. Man-to-man defense being used by the Knights. Miller for 3 off the back iron. Good hustle rebound by Janicki. Sack for 3. And that brings the fans to their feet. 34 to 20, our score. Now there's a three-pointer on the other end. Unfortunately, the Knights have had a very poor percentage shooting. They've had open looks, just haven't been able to finish. Janicki went for another nice layup. However, this time it was short. Slapped his hands in anger. Unfortunately, well, he wanted to make that one. Let's put it that way. I don't know if it was unfortunate, but Miller will inbound in the corner. He'll take it up. Fakes to King. It's off. Heading the other way is Fredericks. All right. Fredericks going to call the shots here with 14:47 to go in the first half. Or second half, not first half anymore. First half's long gone. Kickball, no, not a kickball. The refs did not call it. Saucier punched out. It's going to stay with the Knights of Lake Crystal Welcome Memorial. Hemish will inbound. Stack formation by the Knights. Lance. Fredericks faked a pass to the corner, but there was nobody in the corner, so kind of hard to fall for that one. Nice. That was a nice pass. Surprised he didn't get the foul with it, and he gets the two-pointer up and in, and back to a dozen-point lead. Knights trying to do something to chip away at this deficit. Burley, the three is off, gets his own rebound. The drive, double clutch layup, it's off. Rebound Saucier, and he'll head the other way. Over to Lance. That's Scott. It's going to stay with the Knights. Scott goes out, and Isebrand has re-entered the contest for the first time in a while. Remember, he got 3 fouls in the first half. Stack formation on this inbound by the Knights. They get it in, and they're going to set it up. That's Saucier up top. There you go. Gets it over. Saucier over to Fredericks. Trying to get to Isebrand. Foul is called. I believe that will be on Sack. When did they call it? Maybe it wasn't a... No foul? Well, how could it not be a foul? I'm not sure. Oh, it was on Gannon. I didn't even see Gannon in the area. I was looking up and it said 3. That is Gannon. Oh, that's gonna be something. Yeah, that's a charge, and you could tell that. The Knights inbound. Janicki re-enters the contest in favor of Burley. And they get it in. Rebound Gannon. He's tough down there. Nice crossover. Oh, what a show he's putting on with these layups tonight is Janicki. Whoop. Nice putback by Isobrand. They dumped it down to him, and he knew what to do from there. Well, that time it didn't work for Janicki. Foul is on Quast. That's his first. Subs coming in for the Bulldogs. Next dead ball. Nice rebound there by Hemish. He wasn't boxed out. When you don't box a guy out and he out-hustles you, that's what's going to happen. Oh, no. Saucier lost it. All right, Bulldogs get it back in. Whoop, there we go. We're back. Sack, the crossover dribble. Walker Miller. Many crossover dribbles that time. That's King with the ball. Back to Sack. Janicki, who's been having a really good game so far. Maybe he's looking for one of those drives right now. Nope, gets it to Miller. Now he gets, oh, it's going off his knee, and it's going to go to the Knights. Knights get it in, that's Saucier. Richards has just re-entered the contest for the Knights. Allenson's back as well. It's in. And that's a three-pointer finally for the Knights. After many, many attempts, they finally get one in. Their first of the second half. I think they had one in the first half, maybe two. To Janicki, picks up his dribble to King. Back to Janicki. Schulstad. Calling for it. Nothing. Ellenson the rebound. Oh, and King tried to draw the charge. He made it sound like he just got hit by a bus, but the ref, oh boy, and now everyone's falling down. And while everyone's falling down, Miller hits a three. And it's 39-27 with 9.5 to go. Isobrand, nope, good defense there by King. King and Isobrand. Oh my, and we're all bouncing around like, well, Miller's hurt and holding his abdomen, I believe, on the court. You hate to see that happen. So he's getting to his feet now, and that's a good sign. Possibly got the wind knocked out of him, I'm not sure. Looks like he's going to stay in the game, so he must be fine. Yeah, and well, the ref's saying he's got to come out for a little bit because when they stop play for you, you have to leave for a little bit and then re-enter. And it will be Sack at the line. And he misses everything. He chuckles about it. Hopefully this next one's a little better. And it was, but it didn't go in. 39-27, Bulldogs in the lead. Isobrand. They're passing it around, are these Knights? Action faster than you can call that. Saucier over to Richards. It's tipped out by Janicki. It will stay with the Knights of Lake Crystal Welcome Memorial. Gets it into Isobrand. Hemish for three. Nothing but net, and we're back to single digits. This one is far from over. Let's not forget that. Oh, that's an air ball by Janicki. Let's not forget that Medford game not that long ago, the 21st of December. And a timeout is called by Coach Ted Hammond. We'll leave it here this timeout. And just want to remind you, Tuesday, January 12th, Waterville, Elysian, Morristown. Yes, the Buccaneers are coming into town to play the Bulldogs here at the Doghouse. I'm not going to say it's probably going to be, I know it's going to be, a full house here, so you might want to get here early for that one. And certainly you might think that the best seat in the house is watching on the NFHS broadcast. You're wrong. It is the second best seat in the house. The best seat in the house is here live. Front row seats available. Probably not for the WEM one, though, unless you get here early. The hottest ticket in town. Once again, that's January the 12th. Waterville, Elysian, Morristown taking on Janesville, Waldorf, Pemberton. Those border battles are always fun. When you can get a win over WEM, that's a big win. Of course, their volleyball team. And with the big upset win at the state championship over Faribault Bethlehem Academy, they're still riding high on that. This is basketball. Here we are. And men's basketball, nonetheless. That's Fredericks to Saucier. Whoa, and he almost flew right into the crowd there on that catch, did Fredericks. Passing it around. Back down low to Isobrand. A little hard off the glass, and it's rebounded by King. So far, I'd say King has had the upper hand tonight in the King-Isobrand battle. Charge is the call. Fredericks the ball. Three-pointer. They're shooting a lot of threes. Oh, and what's the jump ball is the call. Possession arrow favors the Knights. Stack formation on this inbound play by the Knights. We've seen this before. Three-pointer. Hemish is off, gets his rebound. No one got him. And Isobrand with the quick two. And we're down to a 7-point game. They've cut I think the largest deficit of the half was, I think it was 14. It might have been up to actually 16. So at the very minimum, they've cut it in half. And they're calling, the Knight fans were calling for an elbow or a push-off by King. Might have been the case. I didn't get a good look at it. Isobrand has 4 fouls, and I think that's why King was doing it, trying to provoke contact from Isobrand. And King's at the line for a 1-and-1, or was it a shooting foul? It was a shooting foul. It is in. 40-32. Hayden Scott, 6'2" senior, re-enters the contest in favor of Isobrand. Remember, he has 4 fouls. He's their starting center. He had the tip to start the game. Second free throw is up. It's in as well. Passing it around are the Knights. Fredericks to Hemish. Foul. And who's that one on? Let's see. Blue 2, that's Sack. Sack's third foul. Many subs coming in for the Bulldogs. Quast, Eustace, Miller, Gannon, and Burley, so it's a fresh 5. Three-pointer, it's, now they're hitting. If they would have hit a few more of them in the first half, this one would be a tie game or maybe worse for the Bulldogs. Gannon, the nice spin. Burley for 3, off the front of the rim. He tried to follow his shot with the rebound, and he gets the foul. And many people in the crowd for the Lake Crystal Welcome Memorial Nights were putting one finger up on each hand, indicating the 1-1. It's bonus town now, the rest of the way. And that's a quick way to get points. Good rebound that time by Lance. And there's another foul. And the Knights fans are getting into it now. 6:18 to go in the second half. 41 to 35 Bulldogs. But at one point in this half, it was up to at least a 14-point lead. Might have even been 16. So the momentum with the Knights right now. If they're not hitting their free throws though. That's Hemish at the line. Second free throw is up. It's off. Miller to Quast. Quast the fake. Back to Miller. Aggressive defense by the Knights. Burley thought about it. Baseline drive, gives it over to Eustace. Gannon. Gannon says set it up. That's what they'll do. Oh, Eustace can't handle it. Knights going the other way. Full speed. And the foul. And it's the Knights going to the line for the three-point play. At Hemish going to the line. The foul was on Eustace. That's his first. Oh, excuse me. Foul was on Burley. That's his third. Fresh 5 subs coming in again for the Bulldogs. They get these guys in and out. Burley doesn't like it. And it's in. And we're at a one-possession game now, 41 to 38. I know some fans in here are going to be saying, is this the Medford Nightmare all over again? Zach to King. King at the top of the key to Cholstad. Good bucket there. The Bulldogs needed that one. That'll stop the bleeding for a little bit. Fredericks. There it is to Scott. Stolen away by Sack. And now he gets the foul and going to the line for the three-point play. Sack stripped the ball from Scott and then went coast to coast, ducking between defenders and put it in. Free throw is up. Nothing but net for Sack. There it is. Man-to-man defense being used. Well, maybe not. No, it's 2-3 zone. Takes a step in. The jump shot is off. No one there really to rebound for the Knights, so Sack will take it. A little over 4 minutes to go in this second half. Nice move by Schulstead, and he puts it in. And now it's double digits again. Timeout is called by the Knights. I'd like to say hello to John and Annette in Lakeville. They're watching. They don't miss these NFHS broadcasts. I'd like to thank all of you for joining us tonight on pay-per-view. To our PA announcer, Mike Skinner, this is something new they're doing this year. During a stop in the action late in the second half, they thank the refs for all they do, and they advertise that the Minnesota State High School League is looking for officials. So if you're interested in becoming an official, please go to the Minnesota State High School League website to find out more information. You know, a lot of people in the crowd think they're officials, but no, not until the Minnesota State High School League licenses you. So why be an armchair quarterback when you can be a real quarterback? But we'll see. You know, these refs, they have a tough job. They have a tough job. The last thing I'd ever want to be is a ref. Neither side likes you. They talk about you in the car ride home. They blame you for things that are not your fault. It's a tough job being a ref. And we're back. And I'm sorry I let the clock go too far. There's not 2:24 left. It's 3:32. And we'll start it there. 10-digit, hopefully not 10-digit lead. 10-point lead for the Knights, for the Bulldogs. And the Knights got it within 3, but then the Bulldogs came storming back. To Scott, I don't know, he got the ball and he didn't want it. He was open. Oh boy, the three-pointer is in. Back to single digits, 48-41. Oh, and it's off. Long was the shot by Cholstead. Oh, he thought about it. The double clutch. It's off. Scott, the border. No, jump ball. Jump ball. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Holy moly, a big tumble there. And holy smokes. I don't know what happened there. I'm going to have to see that on the replay, the encore presentation later. You know, we archive all these. You can play them back. Some of you are busy the night of the live broadcast and rewatch them later. So we'd like to say hello to all of you watching this game in the future. Now, Janicki's had quite a night, folks. Another quality lay-in. It's off. Going the other way. Oh, boy. We're at less than 2 minutes left. Oh boy, stolen away. It's off. Tipped out. I think it's going to be... It's going to stay with the Bulldogs. Timeout is called by the Knights. And boy, you know, I didn't see what happened on that play where there was a big tumble. But it appeared that Scott was tied up with. I don't even know who did that. It looked like they did a barrel roll out of bounds, and you could hear the thud. And some angry JWP fans were sarcastically pointing and yelling "bad boy" at Scott like he was an infant, but they're having fun. Scott told the referee, he kind of just shrugged his shoulders and said we got tied up, but, you know, there was no call. Nobody really seemed too upset about it other than the student section of JWP, so that should probably tell you all you need to know. Sometimes they might be a little biased, as all home crowds are. Janicki gets it in the sack. It's an 11-point game with 1:44 to go. And Coach Eichler of the Knights calling for more pressure. Oh, there's a steal by Saucier. The left-handed layup is in. And that might change the game plan now for the Knights. They might put a little more pressure on it with 1:26 to go. Sack, nice ball handling, nice pass to Janicki. Janicki's in no rush. Chelstead. Some fans calling for a travel, I don't know. Went for the steal, did Hemish. And oh, there's a scrum right in front of the... And jump ball is the call, and it favors the Knights. And 1:04 to go. Almost looked like a rugby move there where they link arms and just go at each other like two rams from Colorado. I'd say Rams from St. Louis, but they might be moving to Los Angeles from what I've heard. And with 53 seconds left, I think every open look you got to take. And that's a three-pointer. And it's the 6-point game with... I'm going to hide the clock. So I'll keep you up. We're at less than 40 seconds left. And they're calling for the intentional foul, and they get it. Foul was on Hemish. Timeout called by Coach Ted Hammond. We're at 36.6 seconds left. The score is 52-46 Bulldogs. As the tune "We Will Rock You" plays in the background. The fans are stomping and clapping. Once again, January the 12th, Waterville Elysian Morristown coming to the Doghouse. 7:30 tip time. That's Tuesday night, January the 12th. It's packed in here tonight. It will be even more packed on Tuesday when the rival comes to town. 7:30 tip time. Get here early. I would come for the C squad and the JV action as well. Might be your only chance to get the seat you want, because it might be gone. When I first arrived here tonight, there's so many Lake Crystal Welcome Memorial fans here. I got here about 5-10 minutes into the C squad matchup, and they had tipped over my table and were using it as a footrest. So I went to the concession stand, and I thought, well, what am I going to do about this? I came back, and they were gone, and my table was back up. So that was nice to see. All right, here we go. Janicki inbounding. Gets it into Cholstad. Oh! And he was hovering over the middle line. They were calling for an over and back. And the foul is on the Knights. Coach Eichler was calling for a chop block type thing by Janicki, but that was not the case. And Scott fouls Janicki in the corner. 28.6 to go, a 6-point ball game, 52-46 Bulldogs. There it is. It's off. I'm being asked to no, it was not a literal foot rest they were using my table for. They had their feet up and they were leaning against the table. That's what I meant to say there. Someone was just asking me. 3-pointer. Whoa, boy, it's in. And we're at a 4-point, a 4-point game, and business just picked up here with 15.5 to go. Plenty of time for the Knights. It's going to take something special, but we've seen stranger things happen. Remember that Medford game? No lead is carved in granite. The game is not over until there's 3 zeros on the clock. Pretty exciting contest once again. We'd like to thank all of you for listening in tonight. We know a lot of you are loyal listeners. We got people listening from all over. A lot of families who are not in the Janesville area are listening in. North, south, east, and west, the NFHS broadcast covers them all. Overseas, in the country, lower 48, Hawaii and Alaska. If you have the internet, you have NFHS. The launch pass, and Janicki puts it in for 2, and that might seal the deal. 8, 7, 6, 3-pointer. It's off. 4, 3, 2, 1, and that will do it. There's the 3 zeros. And our final score tonight, the Janesville Waldorf Pemberton Bulldogs 55, the Lake Crystal Welcome Memorial Knights 49. It got a little exciting at the end. The Bulldogs had the momentum, I'd say right after about the 10-minute mark in the first half. And from that point forward, it was all, not all Bulldogs, but it was a close one. And the players shake hands, the coaches shake hands. Bye, Ashley. We'll see ya. And there we go. So, once again, the 12th, Waterville Legion Morristown coming to town. This has been Jace Emery with another NFHS broadcast. We will see you here on the 12th.